Welcome to the New Renaissance channel. Today we have online Acharya Vimalananda to take our questions related to microvita and viruses. Acharya is a monk of the Ananda Marga mission. Acharya Vimalananda was selected by Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar to form and activate the Microvita subcommittee when it was founded in 1987. He has served the subcommittee work as an active member of its research team for more than 30 years. Acharya, together with a handful of scientists, found the Microvita Research Institute in Germany. The institute has published 2 books since founding in 2003. It has a page on Facebook called Microvita Research Institute. Their website is microvita.org. Welcome, Acharya.
Thank you.
Acharya, what is the relationship between virus and microvita?
I should say that viruses are made of microvita. In one sentence, we know that the tiniest particle is not the atom anymore. Of course, sciences have gone to find so many subatomic particles in the heart of the atom. But even further, something more subtle than the electrons themselves or the photons themselves are microvita. These microvita are emanations of cosmic factor, consciousness. You can say particles of consciousness. These microvita are. Singularly, they are known as microvitum, and in plural, they are microvita. Now, an atom is made of billions of microvita. And that's why every atom has got its own certain propensities, certain qualities, properties. That's how atoms form affinity groups. How oxygen will choose hydrogen or carbon, that's all affinity groups. Every element has its own affinity group with the other elements. And these affinity groups, these properties, these characteristics are the subjective counterpart of the crude matter. So these viruses are formed of certain type of carbon microvita, carbon atoms made of certain special kind of propensities in that or characteristics in that within that. So every carbon atom does not form the same kind of RNA or DNA. Now these viruses are particular type of RNA or DNA types. Either they are DNA virus or they are RNA virus. Mostly the damaging viruses are RNA viruses. But these viruses, again, they're not all of poisonous nature. Virus means they should be poisonous nature, of poisonous character, but actually all are not poisonous. Our biologists have found, microbiologists have found how viruses themselves have become bacteria, and bacteria further became cells, and the cells are our human body. So all organisms made of all type of lives, their origin is in these viruses. So viruses are not always of negative nature or poisonous nature. Rather, most of them are creating life themselves. So if you say virus in the same sense as originally they were named, actually that has become useless. New names should be given. They are not viruses always, but yes, they are the first molecules of life. And these first molecules of life, the RNA or the DNA, they are made of many types of atoms, and these atoms themselves are made of microvita. So microvita are more fundamental than the viruses when it comes to living matter, a living part of our creation. This is what it is.
I see. What are the solutions to the current problem of the coronavirus at present around the world, as given and inspired by Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar.
The first we should see, if you want to see the solution, you have to go on the problems. If we understand the problem, it will be easy to find the solution. The problem is not the virus itself, not the COVID-19 itself. The problem is in the lifestyle. This problem is coming from the lifestyle issues. Human beings have isolated themselves from everyone, not only from nature out there, other living beings in the nature, but also from the family. They were isolating themselves. Life was becoming more monotonous, more individualistic, and we started disregarding the ecosystem of nature. We started disregarding the mutual support mechanism that always works in nature. We think and we thought, humans thought, advancing humans thought that nature is out there and I am outside of the nature and I can appreciate the nature. Actually, nature includes us also. We are also a part of the same nature that we talk about. And our number, humans' number in the nature is 0.0000000, as much as zero you want to put, and then one. Humans are not the mightiest form of life. Humans are the highest evolved of all the creatures in nature, but humans are not in majority. So there are so many forms of life, and all life forms support each other. Now, if humans start living the way to damage other living part of the nature, then the nature starts reacting to it. And in that reaction, I would say that humans are now facing the karma of its own doing. Nature is reacting, nature is giving the reward of what you have been doing to it. Basically, this problem has come from eating wrong food. Humans are basically vegetarians. If you see the denture system of the humans, the denture is a vegetarian denture. Everybody knows that. Biology has already told many times. But humans, out of their own ego, being egocentric and becoming consumerist and matter centered, they have started going against the very nature of our body. If you think of the intestine, our intestines are kind of vegetarian intestine. They're too long, they're very long for being a non-veg. Non-veg intestines are only 8 times bigger, but humans' intestines are 16 times, 20 times bigger than the length of the body. You see, denture itself. So humans should be primarily vegetarian. If vegetables are not available, then they can go for survival non-veg. That's something nature. In nature, struggle for survival. But that has not been the case with Homo sapiens or us humans, advancing civilized humans. Recently, people have found good sense that they have started turning vegetarian, and they have seen the benefits of that also. How, what, in what way they have prevented so many diseases simply by being vegetarian. So I should say that when people start eating other forms of life, pangolins, bats, snakes, dogs, cats, my God, you start eating what? You cannot start eating all the fellow living beings. You're not supposed to be doing that. Human life is not for experimenting how to eat and how to, what taste, to find out the taste of the meat of all other living creatures who are our neighbors. So I would say that this is how it got transferred. The viruses from other animals got transferred to the human biology, and then it is again now multiplying and becoming, now it has become epidemic. So when you say that solutions, best solution is be natural, be what you should be. Humans are not created by only humans. Nature are at work. Nature is at work. Suppose our body is made of my father and mother, but the breath that I am breathing is not given by my father or mother. Nobody can say that they are in control of their breath. They will never die. They will always keep breathing. Nobody can do that. So there are things in our life which is not coming from our parents, it's also coming from the greater universe, the nature. So I would say the solution is to become natural, to respect life, all forms of life, and go vegetarian as we should be. And we should be merciful, and we should be helping each other and connecting with the other forms of life too. So solution will be, when you go natural, your immune will be natural also. When your immune is natural, then naturally our body will protect itself. Today, scientists are doing what? They are trying to kill the viruses, find the way to how to kill the viruses. It's good. If somebody is contracting the virus, naturally we have to kill it by giving another poison to one poisonous molecule in the body. That is the only way, once we have contracted it. But the better wisdom has been prevention. Prevention is always better than cure. Good sense has prevailed today that people have started learning how to stay more clean, how to wash your hands with soap, now how to put mask and protect yourself from airborne COVID-19. Fine, fine, fine. But why not prevent even more by creating your own strength in your immune system by going more natural? So I think that is the best way to start living yogic lifestyle and contemplate, so that your mind becomes more spiritual, more universal, more respectful to other forms of life. The way your life is dear to you, other animals also have, they feel their life is dear to them. Try to think that way. So understanding the laws of nature, living nature, behave like one. If humans are supposed to be very highly evolved and developed, then they should also command respect from others. Don't demand respect from others. So I think that is the solution. Humans will have to learn how to be natural and how to be behaving as per the laws of nature. And to understand the laws of nature, you have to contemplate. You have to be quiet, be spiritual. Then you will understand what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. This is what I would say as the solution, according to Pierre Sarkar's theory of microvita. Look, the kind of mentality we have, the same kind of microvita are attracted to us. Positive microvita are attracted when we are busy in higher pursuits of life. Negative microvita are attracted when we become materialistic and narrow-minded, egocentric, and consumerist. Consumerist nature of human beings is not natural. It has come from being egotist, egocentric. Originally, humans were not consumerist. They became consumerist with the growth of industrialization and rapid industrialization. Every area of life has become industrialized. Even family is broken into pieces just for the sake of industrialization. We have gone too far and extreme. I think there is a time now to reflect and come back, contemplate, and become vegetarian, do yoga, do meditation. That way, our immune will be strong. And once we have a strong immune, naturally, we will not be contracting or attracting wrong kind of microvita to create wrong kind of viruses in us or around us, amidst us. That's what I will say.
Otherwise, Acharya, how might a yoga lifestyle be beneficial for, preventing and fighting the coronavirus?
Look, yoga lifestyle, it depends what your question is aiming towards. Yoga lifestyle, we have seen yogis and saints and rishis and maharshis, they used to live in the caves in most exposed natural conditions. All kinds of pathogens were around them, but still they used to live for hundreds and hundreds of years, 300, 500 years, simply because they were yogis and they were not indulging. They were not abusing their bodies, or their minds were not indulging in basic propensities, eat, drink, and make a mess of their life. People say eat, drink, and enjoy, but actually it is not enjoy. You are messing up. And somewhere you have to start reaping the results of your wrong kind of enjoyment. Look, eating, yes, I also eat, yogis also eat, but then attitude is different. One is eating for life, others are life for eating. So yogic lifestyle is telling us life is not for eating. Eating is for life. Life is not for drinking. Drinking is for life. When you think of drinking for life and eating for life, then you will start using wisdom. What is good for my life? I should select my food from there. What is good for drinks, for my good health? You will drink only those things. So you see, yogic lifestyles has got a lot of do's and don'ts. In these do's and don'ts, you have ahimsa, non-violence, you see, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha, non-indulgence. So this is lifestyle. Ananda Marga, where I belong to, I have found it very scientific when they explain do's and don'ts in life. We are saying, Ananda Marga is saying that there is a biopsychological science at work in our physiology and in our psychology. And these biopsychological realities, yogic realities, for that we have certain set of yoga for physical, certain set of meditation for mental, and certain type of mantra for spiritual. They create physically fit health. They give us psychic boost for mental concentration, and also they connect us with the cosmos, the cosmic intelligence. So Ananda Marga yogic system of living, it has got 16 points. In these 16 points, you get 4 points for your physical health. Then next 4 is physical psychic growth and psychic health. Next 4 is for psycho spiritual and spiritual elevation. And next 4 is for creating collective psychology in your mind, not making you selfish or self-centered. So Anand Marga yogic lifestyle is most modern and it can be put to test. I think this is the time. We are watching all those who are following the 16-point yogic lifestyle of Anand Marga. We are watching very, very carefully, and we have not found one person still finding any kind of infection in of this COVID-19, because their immune is very strong, and we are still testing it out and watching, and we are connecting with all people, and we are seeing what is happening or what's not happening. But because this lifestyle is physically, mentally, and spiritually all connected and all enhancing, physically fit, mentally focused and strong, and spiritually elevated and socially connected kind of lifestyle. So this is helping a long way. And I think one day this will be a great savior for people who like to live with good sense and higher pursuits in life.
What is the message you have for humanity during this global pandemic?
Message is the way people have found good sense in becoming vegetarian, the way people found good sense in quitting smoking, the way people found good sense in starting doing yoga for themselves. People found good sense in starting contemplating and being with themselves. It's very good time to be with family, start loving each other again. It will consolidate family, it will bring values in our next generation if we start following the advisory which is coming from, say, World Health Organization or health experts. This kind of quarantining and social distancing is having a boon also for us, that families are together again. Children were yearning for getting love and attention from their father and mother. Children, when they start growing, they needed advisory and company of their father and mother that they were deprived of. They were not getting it because life has been drawn out into the streets for over industrialized requirement of life for survival. So I think it is a boon. This social distancing must be strictly practiced by all people, and we should not react negatively to it. We should see that there must be a message, a hidden positive message in this current crisis situation. Remember, nothing is negative only, and nothing is positive only. Everything has got an opportunity to gain something out of that, not materialistic opportunity, also social and value wise. This has a great value for humanity to learn, reflect, contemplate, be together, start loving your own older generation and your own new generation, and start loving the entire family. That love and affection within the family will bring higher human values in the next generation, and we will be a better generation. While the scientists are creating protective measures and good vaccines and medicines, how to kill these viruses, our next generation, I think, will start off with more values in life. So please follow all these, and Anand Marga 16-point lifestyle can be discussed in details and can be tested and examined. I think you are all welcome for knowing more about 16 points, and this is the time that humanity should focus on itself, not only on economy and not only on industrial lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya.
Welcome.
We just heard from Acharya Vimalananda of the Microvita Research Institute, a non-governmental organization in Germany. It has a Facebook page by the same name, Microvita Research Institute. Acharya is a monk of the Ananda Marga mission. This video is a project of the New Renaissance channel. Thank you for joining us.